Allow me to illustrate using a story of my own. In the 90s, I was an undergrad in Sydney, Australia, doing my undergrad degree in computer science. I was also a pretty good recording engineer, and I got a part-time job in a mom-and-pop hi-fi stereo shop, selling cassette decks, CD players, amplifiers, speakers, and TVs. I knew all the technology involved with home hi-fi because I was already a recording engineer, but I couldn't make any sales. Okay, so I got fired, and then I found myself a job literally directly across the street in a computer shop. Again, mom and pop, and I was great at it. I sold and sold and sold. If prospects came in to spend $1,000 on a computer, I sold them something much more powerful for $1,500. If they came in to spend $2,000, I sold them something for $3,000. Not only was I doing the sales, I was also put in charge of design marketing and doing the marketing, design the flyers, and figuring out where to put out the flyers, where and how to distribute the flyers, and so on and so forth. Okay, and after both jobs, those were jobs I had while I was undergrad, I spent years, reflecting on that experience. Why was I horrible selling hi-fi home stereo to consumers, and I was excellent selling personal computers also to home users, end users? And I came to realize, it's my own inner belief that was either holding me back from selling or enabling me to sell. You see, I grew up in a musical family, and I studied piano, I learned piano, and I also got into studying recording engineering. And I understood all the technologies involved with sound, with recording engineering, and with sound systems, stereo systems. But I also believed in not wasting money on consumer goods, I believed in invest in business tools, and I believed one should not indulge in buying expensive consumer products. So when prospective customers come in to buy a hi-fi, expensive hi-fi, even though I knew the technology involved with what's on what's, which is which, I thought deep down inside they are doing something bad for themselves. I believed they were wasting their hard-earned dollars on consumer doodads. This is not something they should be spending money on. So there's this inner hang-up. So I was not able to sell things to them. I was not able to bring myself to sell things to them. For inside, deep down inside, I believed they are making a mistake. They're doing something that's bad. Now, after getting fired, finding a job across the street selling computers, because I was undergrad doing computer science, I believed in computers. I believed in personal computers. I believed everybody should get the fastest, the most personal computer they can get that's on the market, they can afford, they can borrow money from their credit card to purchase. I believed that's for their benefit because this is a powerful tool. Even though it's a personal computer, I believed it's a powerful tool for them to advance their lives. That's why I was such a shameless promoter. I was such a big promoter, marketer, salesperson of personal computers because deep down inside, I believed my products will help them with their lives, with advancing their lives, right? So when people say, believe in your product, or do you believe in XYZ, what they really mean to say is, the whole complete sentence is, they believe this product with its features will help the buyer to enjoy benefits as a result of this buying this product, And to me, investing in faster personal computers is beneficial to the consumer. And to me, at the time, enjoying expensive home stereo systems is not the best use of people's money. Now, my colleagues who could sell hi-fi stereos to end consumers, their belief is you worked hard. You had a stressful job. So you're home, you're entitled to enjoy yourself. And with music of your choice, it soothes the soul, So you are entitled to this enjoyment. It's good for your mind, body, spirit, and your soul to enjoy high-quality music from high-quality stereo. But then I viewed it as a waste of money for consumers. Unless you're a professional musician, you shouldn't spend your money on expensive sound systems. You see the difference in mindset? Okay. That's why I was reluctant to sell to consumers to come and buy home stereo systems. This is why, okay, you must be certain when you talk to your customers, your prospective customers. Okay, it's the certainty principle. If you're uncertain, then the prospective customers, they can sense it. So they will not buy from you because whatever words that's coming out of your mouth is not convincing. Okay, but to be certain, you must genuinely believe in buying this thing is good for them. You must genuinely believe that. So you will come across as congruent. Okay, if you don't truly believe buying this thing is good for them from deep down inside at your gut level, okay, you cannot fake it unless you're a professional actor, which you're not. Okay, so you will feel incongruent. You will come across as incongruent, and you won't be certain with your words, your tonality, your body language. You cannot fake it, and they will not buy from you. Authenticity is key here. Dirty tricks don't work. There are plenty sales trainings out there teaching you dirty tricks like when the phone rings, before you pick up the phone, you smile, you put on a smile, and then you answer the phone. Dirty tricks like that, okay? None of them will work, okay? It comes from deep down inside. Authenticity, congruency, they come from deep down inside, come from your true belief of the product. So many salespeople are faking it, and consumers can sense it. They can sense it in person. They can smell it over the phone. They can smell it, okay, over your email marketing, your website. It's just the fakeness, okay, the inauthenticity, okay. People can smell it from a mile away, from the internet. You stink. So quit putting in your effort. Quit wasting your time trying to pick up dirty tricks, trying to fake something, right? Be authentic from deep down inside and find the sort of products you truly believe will help your consumers. And worse than lack of certainty, worse than lack of congruency is your desperation and your neediness. Okay? Oh, I need you to buy because I need the commission. People can smell it from a mile away, and you're driving people away from you. Your desperation, all right, is chasing people away from you. People are scared. If you're desperate, if you're needy, okay, you're scaring people away. And the more you chase after people who are not even prospects, people who will never buy, the more desperate you will become, and the more needy you will become. And there's this old saying, the sales is a numbers game. What they're trying to say is you just have to go through everybody, go through all the no's. Well, a better way to understand it is sales is a numbers game. It's all about how you understand the numbers in a smart way. All right? What I mean by that is in any demographics, in any population matched against any products or any services, some will buy, some will not buy, and some will hate you. Okay? Some will hate you, some will ignore you, okay? And some will be interested, and some will buy. You need to figure out the numbers. That is, what percentage of people or what type of people will hate you? What type of people will not buy? And what type of people will buy? All right, let me use some products, okay? A hybrid, like a Prius, versus a Harley Davidson. The hybrid, okay, like a Prius, right? People have extreme opinions or feelings about the car. Some people hate it. Some people love it. Some people, I can take it or leave it. Okay, same with Harley Davidson. Some people hate it, okay? Some people call it $20,000 for the noise, all right? Some people don't care. But some people are die-hard loyal fans, all right? They will buy a Harley Davidson, and then they will buy a pickup truck so they can put the Harley Davidson on top of the pickup truck. They will drive 100 miles, 1,000 miles, okay, in their truck with their motorcycle in the back. And then they will reach their destination and then get the motorcycle off the truck and ride their motorcycle for the last 5 miles, all right? That's how much they love their motorcycle, okay? You might feel right or wrong about their feeling of right or wrong, okay? In business, it's not up to you. It's up to the consumer. So if you feel Harley Davidson is the right thing, then you are more suitable to sell Harley Davidson. If you feel the Prius hybrid is the right transportation tool, then you are more suitable to sell Prius hybrid. If you passionately hate the Prius, you won't be successful selling the Prius. If you hate Harley Davidson with a passion, you won't be able to sell it. All right. Same thing with vegan food versus prime steak beef. Okay. People who are into the vegan diet, all right, what are your chances of selling them expensive beef? And people who are into expensive beef, what are your chances of selling them vegan food? Okay, so sales is a number game. It's a numbers game for you to understand what numbers or which people, which demographic, okay, will not buy. That's your first step to realize this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I believe. And I'm authentic. I'm congruent about selling this thing, not that thing, right? So when I talk to my prospects, I will come across as authentic, as genuine, as sincere, as congruent, because I am authentic, genuine, sincere, congruent. Because I truly believe this product will do good to the people who buy them, and that product will do bad for people who buy them. That's how you become congruent. That's how you understand your true, deep understanding of the numbers game, which is people will hate you, people will ignore you, okay? Some people will hate you, some people will ignore you, but some people will buy from you. So it's a numbers game. You got to find the right people. You're wasting your time on the people who hate your product. And if your goal here is to develop your skill in sales, right? You might want to start with something easier first, easier on your psychology, all right? You might not want to start with knocking on doors or one-on-one in person, because your natural psychological reaction toward rejection might be so painful, all right? All you experience is pain, and you might quit before you learn something, before you gain any kind of a success, okay? You might want to start by doing things that's not in person. For example, okay, marketing over email, writing websites, writing email, or producing videos and put them on your website, all right? And these are not in person, and you are not going to get the rejection, the objection in your face. Okay? You're new here, all right? Think about how do people learn how to ride a bicycle? With training wheels, all right? In a place that there are no other traffic. Think about how people learn how to drive a car in an empty parking lot, all right? Think about how do we train pilots? Do we give them a 747 to fly on their first day, their first hour, or the fastest military jet? No, we give them something smaller, easier, slower, simpler, like a trainer, two-seater, okay, for them to fly. Do the same thing with yourself, okay? Don't start with the hardest, okay? If you're training to be an athlete, say a boxer, okay? On your first day, should we put you, okay, up against the current whatever champ of whatever cup? He's the best of the best right now in the whole world, and you're gonna get injured and you're gonna quit. No, you start at your level, for you to ease into it. So the efficient way for you to learn to develop your skills in sales is also to ease into it. Start with not in person, so you don't have to face the rejection to your face. Start with email, internet, website, okay, and gradually move on to in person, all right? And you can also experiment with a smaller crowd, larger crowd, okay? Just see what you learn from it, all right? If you remove the burden you've been putting on your own head, okay, that is, I must make sales right now. If you view it as I am taking all the necessary steps to learn the skill of sales, it makes your learning so much easier, so much more efficient, okay? Let's say if you're, again, using driving, for example, okay? So you're learning to drive. Should we put you in a big truck, a semi, all right, with a big trailer, all right, 40 feet long, weighing 80,000 pounds, that's 40 tons, all right, and double clutching? Is that the best method to teach someone how to drive who doesn't know how to drive? Or maybe we should put this person in a little car with automatic transmission, right? And then put them in an empty parking lot, right? Or should we put them in a big semi-trailer, 80,000 pounds, all right, double clutching, and then make them drive during the first minute in Los Angeles on the freeway during morning traffic hours? Is that a smart education method? No. Putting them in a little car with automatic transmission and drive it in a parking lot on a Sunday afternoon when the parking lot is empty, that is smart educational method. And to push this analogies even further, we have flight simulators to train pilots. So why don't you create your own flight simulators? Be inventive, be creative, think of something, Okay, where and how can you create your own flight simulators to teach yourself sales? How about, all right, go to the bathroom, stand in front of the mirror, okay, and then try to make a sales presentation to yourself. Years ago, okay, my father, the composer, all right, was picked to be the conductor of his own composition. He has never been a conductor before. He wrote pieces, but he has never been a conductor before. So what did he do? He practiced at home in front of a mirror. Hours every day for days and weeks, a month, okay, just to practice. Okay, that's his flight simulator. All right, and at the music conservatorium that my mother used to work and teach, and the way they taught conductors, right, is to have a piano to emulate the orchestra. So whatever the conductor was gesturing, okay, my mom, the pianist, would emulate, be it good or bad or ugly, okay, as a form of feedback to the conductor. So you thought you were telling me this, but the way I look at it, okay, from the recipient of your directions, I'm doing this. That's how you train a conductor with a live one-person piano flight simulator. So what can you do? Okay, a little bit of homework for you to create your own flight simulator to practicing making sales presentations with or without live humans. I'm sure you can come up with 10 ideas to help yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So this way, when I release new educational videos, you will be notified and you will be the first to learn. And also, make sure you send this video to as many people as possible so we can all learn and grow together and help each other to grow together. We're in this together. And if you need private coaching, business consulting, or training, feel free to contact me. And my contact details are linked below.